Hello everyone, in this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Moeed Pirzada to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Moeed Pirzada's words. In the last 24 hours, former Prime Minister Imran Khan has moved a petition in the Supreme Court against a decision made by the Lahore High Court on July 24, 2025. In that decision, a division bench of the Lahore High Court upheld certain allegations against Imran Khan based on evidence from the police, suggesting that he had conspired to attack Pakistani forces and various military establishments. Imran Khan has now filed this petition in the Supreme Court. What's happening in Pakistan? What does this petition mean? Let me explain the details. This petition, which I am about to describe, is very interesting and will become a significant point in Pakistan's legal and political history. But before we go into the specifics, it is important to first understand the situation. Just 24 hours ago in the Aurangzeb district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's Thira Valley, a tragic event took place. We saw a video shared by retired Major Adil Raja, former Deputy Speaker Qasim Suri, and others on social media. In one video, locals are seen pleading with the army as they stand in front of a large army truck, which has the body of a young girl on its bumper. The truck starts to move slowly while locals protest. Then we see another video where soldiers in army uniforms begin firing on these unarmed protesters. It is a tense and chaotic situation. The locals, who are not insurgents or rebels, are simply protesting unarmed, demanding justice from the military. They are not armed with guns or grenades. They are civilians asking for justice in front of a military headquarters. And yet, despite no direct threat, the army opens fire on them. Just a few hours ago, Dr. Shahbaz Gill reported 4 confirmed deaths, though the number may rise. Former Deputy Speaker Qasim Suri tweeted that 7 people were injured in the attack. This is not the first time we are seeing such videos, especially from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. The situation is growing worse, and people are protesting against the Pakistani army. The sad reality is that the military is acting like an occupying force in these regions, which is creating a psychological and dangerous situation for the people. It is creating an environment of fear and frustration, and this sense of disorder is spreading across Pakistan. Recently, Colonel Khalil, who is an associate of Malik Riaz, was arrested by Punjab police. Khalil, who was once involved with Bahria town, allegedly possesses critical intelligence from Israeli and Indian sources that could impact current decision-makers in Pakistan. This event led to violence, with the police raiding his residence and arresting his son, who is an active military officer. These events are indicative of the overall confusion and chaos prevailing in Pakistan right now. Just a few months ago in Bahawalpur, there was a similar situation involving a Pakistani Special Services Group soldier whose family was involved in smuggling at the border. The police detained him, and the army later intervened, using force against the police, sending a clear message that no one can challenge the military even if they are in the wrong. This creates a dangerous and oppressive environment where there is no accountability and civilian institutions are left powerless. Now, as of 2022, changes to the military's protocol in Pakistan have made it so that even retired military officers are still considered to be under military discipline. This effectively means that retired officers cannot freely contribute to civilian life or offer their intellectual ideas for reform, as they remain bound by military rules. This dangerous precedent has serious implications for the future of governance in Pakistan, as it consolidates the power of the military at the expense of civilian institutions. So, I am also reading a book called Apple in China, which discusses how Apple transformed China's economy and technology sector. It talks about how Apple brought technology to China, which in turn changed the industrial landscape of the United States. It's a fascinating read, and honestly, I hope to write a review or maybe even interview the author soon. Now, if I talk about recording an interview with him in English, this Bahria town, which has a lot of anger behind it, comes to mind. Earlier, the anger was directed at Imran Khan because Malik Riaz did not testify against Imran Khan. And now, ever since Malik Riaz and Bahria have launched a successful real estate scheme in Dubai, the new anger is that the shares they were supposed to get from that scheme, well, they didn't get them. This is the same Bahria town, which, if you compare with DHA, which I call Duffer Housing Authority, or you can also call it the Defence Housing Authority. Well, DHA could not innovate from 1950 to around 1996 or 2000. They just kept making poor schemes similar to what they had made in 1950. If someone wants to see their vision, just go to Karachi. Look at the roads, service roads, drainage, and the state of the maps. After that, look at DHA's first project, which was built in Rawalpindi, Islamabad in 1996, or the Bahriya Scheme 1, 2, 3 or 1 to 6. You can clearly see after that several times the heads of DHA from Rawalpindi, Islamabad have admitted in private discussions that if Malik Riaz hadn't launched Bahriya Town, DHA would never have emerged from its mental stagnation and inertia. DHA learned intellectual contribution in terms of town planning only when Bahriya challenged it. Now they are, after that, Bahriya Town. Well, I'll leave that to your imagination. This is the Pakistan in which you see the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, has filed his petition through barrister Salman Safdar in the Supreme Court of Pakistan. I have to move my camera repeatedly because, honestly, the constant sunlight is falling on my eyes, which makes it difficult to speak. Imran Khan, through barrister Salman Safdar, filed the petition, which challenges the Lahore High Court's decision of July 24th. I think it's July, not June, of 2023. In that decision, the Lahore High Court rejected Imran Khan's bail request. This petition is very interesting because it examines the entire case of prosecution and the conduct of the Lahore High Court. When we look at this petition, we see that there are 3 instances where 2 anti-terrorism courts and 1 Lahore High Court have already dismissed this prosecution's evidence and case. The petition states that Lahore High Court has completely undermined the consistency of legal arguments. The prosecution's evidence against Imran Khan is that he gave orders for the incidents of May 9th. He instructed an attack on military installations. Initially, the prosecution presented 2 pieces of evidence. One was from Chakri on May 4th, 2023, 5 days before May 9th, where Imran Khan allegedly gave instructions to attack military installations. Another piece of evidence was from Zaman Park on May 7th, where he also allegedly gave similar orders. However, the problem with both of these was that when the prosecution presented these to the anti-terrorism courts and Lahore High Court, they were not part of the original case. These pieces of evidence were admitted later and were dismissed by both the anti-terrorism courts and Lahore High Court, stating that the evidence should have been presented at the beginning, on May 4th and May 7th. The prosecution's case failed. The petition, brilliantly drafted by barrister Salman Safdar, indicates that the prosecution could not provide convincing proof or statements from Imran Khan that specifically instructed the attacks. So the prosecution changed its approach. They then claimed that Imran Khan had incited people through his public statements in the media. However, even after presenting this, the prosecution could not show a statement from Imran Khan directly ordering an attack. Then they introduced witnesses like Sarakat Abbasi and Wasiq Sahib, whom they had allegedly tortured. These witnesses supposedly testified that Imran Khan gave such instructions. However, the courts did not accept this. So the prosecution's position now is that the police had evidence on May 4th, 2023, about Imran Khan's plans to attack. This evidence was included in the police records right away. This is an interesting position because barrister Salman Safdar is questioning why, if the police knew about this on May 4th, they did nothing in the 5 days leading up to May 9th to stop the conspiracy. Now, this is the Supreme Court which, after the incident with Justice Qazi Fayez Isa and the aftermath of the New Flood and the 26th Amendment, is now standing at a critical juncture. I want to present a little reasoning here. Have you ever wondered who Imran Khan is fighting for? Is he fighting for his own political power, for his life, for his children like Nawaz Sharif or Bilawal Zardari's fight for his family's empire? When we see Nawaz Sharif, we see he's fighting for his family. Asif Ali Zardari is fighting for his children. But Imran Khan is fighting for Pakistan, for the survival of the state. What's the difference between a state and its people? In 1707, when Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb died, within 10 years the Mughal Empire collapsed, and in 1717 or 18 the Marathas took control of Delhi. From there Nadir Shah came and the empire was finished, but Delhi, Hindustan and Lahore all remained. Over time these states may have changed their forms, but they survived. Now Sharif and Asif Ali Zardari are busy with their politics. In the past 24 hours, President Asif Ali Zardari awarded the Tamga-e-Imtiaz to General Michael Corella, the outgoing chief of US Central Command. Why? Officially, it's because General Corella worked towards improving US-Pakistan relations and stability in the region. But the real reason is tied to earlier events in February, when Donald Trump, during a joint session, thanked Pakistan for handing over the mastermind of the Abbey Gate bombing to the US, leading to the start of a friendship between Trump and the Zardari regime. General Corella played an important role in this relationship. In the past 24 hours, another development occurred with General Michael Corella, where he met with the Central Asian Chief of Defence Staff in Pakistan. General Corella, who has been the head of CENTCOM since April 2022, had previously organised a meeting with Central Asian military chiefs. Though that didn't succeed, now this meeting is being added to his CV. Meanwhile, Donald Trump announced a ceasefire between Cambodia and Thailand. Interestingly, Malaysia and ASEAN, led by Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, played a key role in facilitating this ceasefire. Trump added this to his list of diplomatic successes, strengthening his bid for a Nobel Peace Prize, which Pakistan and Israel have already recommended. That wraps up our translation of Moeed Pirzada's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.